Red Edition, welcome. Politically, right is right and left is wrong. Just sharing with you. 1956. This is a hard disk drive with 5 megabytes of storage. Today, a memory stick has 8,000 megabytes. You know, things have sure changed. Hey, growing up in the 50s and 60s and 70s, of course, I look around today and every day it's almost like there's a new experience or something. Son of a gun. Guns are kind of old news. They've been around a long time, but the new news always is looking for old ways or new ways maybe to take guns away from the good guys, right? The CSSA in Canada, the Canadian Shooting Sports Association, they have a lot of good publications and e-news items and different things. And this particular one I like all of them actually, but this one is kind of cool. In times of rare shooting tragedies, anti-gun activists seize on the emotion of the moment to advance their agendas to ban guns. They're special interest groups. They feel empowered to tell the vast majority of freedom-loving people how they should live their lives. So well said. I mean, 7 million law-abiding Canadians use a reported 21 million firearms. This is one study done by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And you know what? Gun owners, they go on to say, but I say it all the time as well, gun owners are the safest citizens in the entire country. They are. I mean, they have background checks done every day. If somebody tells you that he has a license and he's a gun owner, be comfortable. You're sitting beside the safest person you could be. Firearms are used 64,000 times a year for self-protection against criminals and animals, and that's in Canada. And those are the reported ones. And because of all the issues with regards to laws, you know that they're not all reported. In fact, probably a fraction of them. 3,300 lives are saved every year in Canada because of firearms. 40 lives are saved for every life lost with a firearm in Canada. More guns equals less crime. Kind of straightforward facts, and don't let a fact get in your way if you're a left-wing whack kind of guy, because that's their story. Adult fitness tax break will cost the government $286 million, and when the government says it's going to cost this much, it's usually that much by the time they're finished, right? This is out of Ottawa. The budget officer there says that if we give an adult fitness tax break, it's going to cost us that much money. But that's okay, because people might in fact be healthier. But are you going to send a man out or a person out to go see everybody who claimed? I don't think so. And even if you do, are you going to say, you're still big, you're fat, you're skinny, what does it matter? I mean, they're getting the tax break because they say that they went to a gym. I don't know, it's pretty weak. In Ontario recently, a man was charged for defending his own life. He's 24 years old and he faces 2 charges because he used bear spray to fend off a man who was trying to mug him. Hey, a bad guy came up to the good guy and the good guy got charged. This is the Canadian system, the one that needs to be changed. I mean, his name is Cunningham, and he's charged now with possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose and unauthorized possession of a weapon. He's to appear in court, I think next week, actually. Okay, let's have a real duh moment here and go out and hug a tree, maybe, if we're a left-wing person. Think about this. I can't even think about it. I can't even talk about it. It just riles me up so much because there's nothing here that's practical. This guy, based on the laws of the country today, is going to get 3 years in jail because bear spray is a prohibited weapon. 3 years in jail because he fended off a mugger. I repeat myself. Annie Oakley, she taught 15,000 women. She targeted a lot of things, all right. 15,000 women how to use a gun. And he believes strongly that it was critical for women to know how to use a gun for physical exercise and also, of course, for self-defense. At 62 years of age, she hit 100 clay targets in a row from 50 feet with a rifle bigger than she was, and there ain't no bear spray for that girl, let me tell you. Our website, rightedition.com, there's zillions and zillions, no one knows the exact number, billions at least, of websites on the internet, and you're kind of monitored or measured, I should say, by where what your standings are. And we were way up in the hundreds of millions, and we've been getting better viewing results weekly. And this past week, for instance, we were up another 3.5 million, and our global rank now is 6,451,940,000, which is pretty astronomical when you again consider that there's billions of them out there. We're getting a lot of viewers, and when you consider too where we started. Thank you, all of you people who are watching our show. First Nations University, they've lost $1 million in revenue in Canada. This is a recent announcement. My announcement would be, why they got a First Nations University? Let's have a white university. I don't know that it matters whether you lose money or not. In this case, it's white man's money you lost anyway. Makes me mad. We should all be treated the same. You shouldn't have differences because of color or makeup. Let me end today with this. Got a story for you. Here it comes. Let's go out on a lighter note. Earl and Bubba are quietly sitting in the fishing boat, chewing tobacco and drinking beer. These are good old boys. And suddenly Bubba asks, you know what? Or he says, rather, I think I'm going to divorce the wife. She ain't spoke to me in over 2 months. Earl spits overboard, takes a long, slow sip of beer, and says, you better think it over. Women like that are hard to find. I'll come back tomorrow. We're going to have more for you from the right. See ya.